Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. In this episode, I hope to appeal to the parents of yesteryear. Parents who put the work into raising their kids by their learned definition of correct methods from their preceding generations. Parents who may have lacked empathy for their children's neurodiversity, for social deficiencies and awareness or acceptance we see more people enjoy today. Let me premise by saying that I'm a parent and know firsthand how difficult it can be overall to effectively raise a child to be a productive member of society while enjoying the best quality of life that you can possibly afford them. I've also witnessed how much more difficult it often is to raise an autistic or special needs person, especially as a single parent or an engaged parent with a disengaged spouse. Now, thankfully, we do live in an era where this community isn't as invisible as it once was in society, and public policy has acted in support of them to a degree, though we still have a long way to go in advocating for protections and a mainstream acceptance across the board for this community. This isn't great thanks to the spread of public awareness, cultural acceptance, and more widespread diagnostic assessments for ASD and other atypical cognitive conditions. But this is the modern era. What about eras past? With the seemingly sudden increase in autism diagnoses in adults, there's also a rise in people within this community realizing just how much their parents and elders lacked in the empathy department. More sobering though, a rise in an older generation of parents realizing they actually didn't do as awesome a job as they once thought at parenting these individuals, and thus grabbing at what seemed like any means to deny or defend against any accusations toward such. Though virtually no one agrees with it, it's not hard to see the logic in why parents of older generations conveniently pretend they don't remember all the times they swatted your hands as you were doing that weird flappy thing, or held you against the back of your chair and scolded you when you were doing that strange rocking for no reason, beating your would-be bullies and being the first to mock you for making that bizarre sound when laser focused on completing a complex task, or chastise you as a struggling young adult on your inability to make friends, find love, or hold a job in an era where inclusion was only spoken on within the context of desegregation in public schools and early LGBTQ rights in mainstream popular culture. Denying any recollection of or rhetorical deflection from having carted your child's neurodivergence off to things like demon possession, rock or rap music, video games, or them just needing a good whooping to get them to act right is anything but a golden rack to hang your head on when defining what good parenting is. In fact, these have proven so ineffective and toxic that we have entire generations outright rejecting this mindset with the resolve to do better for their kids and future generations. Downplaying, ignoring, or shifting the blame to the times or others only works to further alienate yourself from your kids today and increases the likelihood you'll be faced with a much lonelier end-of-life phase. Instead, simply acknowledging where you might have gone wrong and making some sort of effort to better understand what makes them can have a massive impact on the rest of their life, because contrary to traditional belief, parenting doesn't stop when your kid turns 18 or when they move out. That's nonsense. For as long as you live, you will be the ones your kids will forever look to for guidance and acceptance. So this is your chance to stop pretending you didn't let their behaviors you didn't understand at the time, or maybe a stressful work-life balance, affect how you might have treated them. Your chance to at least acknowledge your mistakes to some degree. And I've got great news for you. Your kids are very likely dying to receive this genuine acknowledgement so they can forgive you. Pick up the pieces and build a fresh new relationship where you see them for who they are and accept them as they are. And if they're sharing this, it's just proof of the same. And listen, acknowledging where you might have gone wrong does not have to be extravagant. You don't have to call a press conference to tell your kids, hey, looking back, I realized you were probably right in how you said I hurt you. Or looking back, I realized I didn't always have it right in how I chose to be with you. Sure, I was a single parent getting by, maybe faced with extreme poverty or other adversities, or maybe obsessed with keeping up with the Joneses and prioritize public appearance over trying to understand you for who you are. But putting myself in your shoes today, I realized it wasn't right. And honestly, you could probably stop right there and get the same message across if you're not the I'm sorry type. Even if you genuinely don't remember doing or saying the things your kids say you did that hurt them, believe them. Look back from their perspective and through the lens of your own childhood. Take it in for what it is. Make a serious acknowledgement of its impacts, even if it's conveyed to you in a light or comical tone out of their respect for you, because the pain is there, even when they deliver it as the punchline of a joke. Listen, our kids didn't choose to be here. We made that choice for them. Sure, you can't turn back the clock and make it all right, but you can make a significant positive impact today. So I challenge you today to be the great parent you actually are. Continue that drive to always do what's best for your kids, but this time equipped with the right kind of clarity and insight on what makes your kids so unique. Pick up the phone, make that call, shoot that email, send that text, get together for lunch, pay a surprise visit, and do the right thing so you all can enjoy a better quality of life going forward. And as always, Thanks for watching.
I'll be there when you